Muhammad Aqmal bin Muhammad Saleh, and I am going to present our segment, which is my title is the teacher perception of virtual labs versus traditional lab in biology subject. So here is the content, which is include the introduction, the statement of problem, teacher perceptions, work culture impacts, and conclusions. Okay, it start with the introductions. Okay, the COVID-19 pandemic caused major disruptions in teaching and learning across disciplines. School and university shifted to online classes, forcing teachers and students to adapt to new methods. Virtual labs have emerged as an alternative for students unable to attend in person labs during the pandemic. However, their efficacy compared to traditional labs requires evaluations. Okay, so even until now, this this issues is still ongoing because uh, after the pandemic, uh, the teachers found out that the there is an alternative for teachers to help students who cannot attend to school to do the labs experiment. Teachers used to teach students as a virtual labs. So this might be an issue until now because even after the pandemic, the student who cannot attend to school, they will do it as a virtual lab. Next. Okay, this is statement of problem and efficacy of virtual labs versus traditional labs in biology and assess the impact of work culture and diversity on virtual and in-person lab experiences. So this is the statement of problem. Okay, so what is the teacher's perception of virtual teaching and learning for science stream students? Professors highlighted the difficulties of providing sufficient time and resources for conducting experiments within online instructions. Virtual labs enable students to quickly set up and carry out experiments without waiting for supplies or physical resource con- constraints. So the students have a short time to prepare and they can do it quickly in a virtual lab compared to traditional lab. So virtual labs offer students the ability to quickly set up and conduct experiments without the constraints of physical resources. So students have a short time to prepare and to conduct the experiments. And also teachers express a high level of preparedness and a positive mindset towards effectively implementing virtual labs in biology teaching and learning. So teacher, which is they have the mindset to prepare high level and um, especially in teaching and learning in biology. Okay, what is the work culture and appropriate laboratory modes for learning through online? Research has found that evaluating students' lab work through computer-based studies is challenging and has not succeeded in helping them learn synthetic chemistry effectively. So this is the challenges. Okay, in certain experiments require teacher assistance and specialized laboratory instruments that are not available for online learning. While online learning offers flexibility, hands-on experimentations, and access to physical lab equipments, remains critical for robust science education, especially in fields like chemistry. So in online learning, so it has a flexibility, which is they can do it anytime. They can compare to traditional lab. And also certain experiments require teacher assistant and specialized laboratory instruments that are not available for online learning. This is one of the challenges. So in order for us to do online uh, lab or virtual lab, so we have to be picky. for the experiment that we need to do. We need to be picky. We need to pick the experiments that easily for us to can conduct and easy for us to get the instrument. Work culture and ethical issue on online learning. So, in online learning, there is a work culture and ethical issues, which is online learning offers numerous advantages, but also presents challenges in ensuring academic integrity and identifying academic frauds. Students may be more inclined to cheat or employ unethical methods when learning online, as it can be difficult to detect dishonesty in a virtual setting. Because in a virtual setting, we don't say 100% of what are they doing, and then we don't see. It's hard for us to observe because it is not 360 degree of eyesight or eye seeing. So it's hard to detect the dishonesty. And number two is proper timing of online exams is crucial to provide students sufficient time to complete their assessment with honesty and diligence. So this is all we need to take account if we doing the virtual lab. Okay. Next, online learning requires a shift mindset to empower learners to take charge of their educations, and instilling moral principle and conscience is key to ensuring self-control and ethical behavior in virtual setting. So as a conclusion, students facing resource or geographic barrier have benefited most from the adaptations of virtual labs. Educational institutions are seeking solutions to improve online learning engagement and experience. While virtual learning offers advantages, longitudinal study are needed to assess its long-term impact on learning outcomes in scientific fields. Researchers, institutions, industry, and policymakers must collaborate to provide sufficient solutions to the teaching learning challenges posed by the pandemic and, and to enhance the work culture around online educations. So when we look at the problem statement and um, evaluate the acceptability. So for the acceptability, uh, based on the conclusions, we still need to do a lot more research about online or virtual labs and also the impact of work culture and in terms of impact of work culture and diversity and still need more researchers to do that because we don't have that much of research. And just like what stated in the conclusions that researcher and other policymaker need to provide sufficient solutions, not only by the pandemic, but still but also what is ongoing now, because teachers are still doing remote, um, teachers still doing the online or virtual lab. And this is specifically for students who cannot attend to school. So that's all presentation from me, and thank you very much.